This is one of the more complicated elements of this design, actually, the staircase, the rear, well, the main stair that we're going to use to come into the house on a day-to-day basis. And the reason it's complicated is because, well, I'm covered over here by a bit of plastic at the moment, but fundamentally, and when it's built, that will be open space. So we're sort of bringing a piece of the outside right into the middle of the building, which means there's quite a lot of work we've had to do around insulation and water tightness, as you can well imagine. So the first thing that we've got is the stairs themselves, which were a series of concrete lintels on brackets, on sort of angled, actually pieces of GRP, glass reinforced plastic angles bolted into the side walls. They came down. We then built a timber frame which sails up past the roof to create a hard edge, which we can then build a flower bed around, because the final design will have this staircase dropping down through a flower bed, which doesn't sound very sensible or easy to do, but that's where we're at. So this timber work creates not only a sort of an edge for us to bring the roof up, it also creates an insulated sort of surface. So this is all going to be blown with the same polystyrene bead that we've used elsewhere. At the moment it's all hollow. And that then came down. We then laid insulation on top of the concrete planks that were making the stair. That's about 70 mil of a kingspan insulation going up there. And then we've used a asphalt, an old-fashioned big lumps of black tar-like stuff that you heat up in a big pot and then smudge it all on here. And it's a pretty old-fashioned, long-lasting technology, but it works incredibly well for complex shapes like this. So you can see that they've sort of formed these fillets and all the stairs. I mean, it's a really sort of handcrafted way of waterproofing. And actually, further down the line, there will be a glass sheet, a canopy, if you like, to about this point here. The whole door will be under cover, but we've obviously got a big drain down there in the bottom of the sort of sump of the stair. There'll be concrete goings and rises, concrete treads, if you like, down the staircase, and concrete planks leading to the front door. So, and then on the walls will be an air tightness membrane taped to the asphalt and to the roof, and then battens, and then timber coming down all the way. So it's a really simple, vertically orientated, wooden clad stair that you just sort of drop down to, which I hope will be very beautiful. And then up here, and so on the top, you sort of understand how it's going to work with the roof. There'll be a flower bed to about here, with a core 10 rusted steel edge. And then the roof finish will just sort of run and then run right down and into the building. So you'll walk off the common on a path and then just sort of drop into flower bed on both sides and extending beyond the stairs. So it sort of has a sort of slight James Bond baddie element to it, maybe, you know, going through the flower bed, or maybe sort of something slightly more spiritual. I don't know. You make your own mind on that one. But that's the kind of detail we've been having to work around to create a kind of really waterproof sort of surround to this element that pierces through the roof, which is, you know, needs a bit of thinking about. But that's the stairs, which I think will be amazing.